Hey everyone. Hey Sparkle. Hey Nikki. How's it going? How's it going? Just sitting here, just sitting here. Can anybody hear me? Give me a one if you can hear me. I'm just waiting to see who's going to show up this Wednesday. Wait, isn't today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Just sitting here, just waiting to see who will all show. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys can hear me today. Everyone's ready for Christmas. I'm not. Hey DJ Drama, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey QT, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Normally I drop a video and then I go live and talk about it, but I already dropped the video earlier in the week, so let me play my intro again because I love playing my intro. Yes, this is a safe place, DJ Drama. This is wait, let me put my banner up what we are. So hold on. I need to welcome people to the new sector. Oh, why does it say? Let me edit it. I don't know why it's misspelled. Okay. Let me fix it. All right, is that better? Let me see. Let me show it. Okay. All right, there it is. That's the new sector. Yeah, sometimes I'm the chat sector, but today I'm the Sanctimonious sector. So let me drop my invitation code. Just in case people show up and want to join the chat. Join and not just be in the chat. So what's going on? What's going on? Did anybody see the title to my video? It's called "Are we trolls?" Yeah. Well, we got different sector names. I mean, I might as well claim a new sector name once a week. Every day we got a new sector name. So we are the Sanctimonious sector now. We are the ones that stand on our word. We are the righteous sector over here. I like the different sector names though. Some of them apply, some don't apply, but I like the different sector names. So did anybody have a comment about my video that I dropped about the sector? Did I sums it up? Oh yeah, QT. They do like to give us names. Yes, they like to, put us all in a box. Oh, it sounds like the church sector. Oh no. We're far from the church sector. We're far from the church sector. We we roast and we're very sarcastic in this sector though. Yeah, We uh we definitely likes to insult each other in this sector. Oh, so my video was on point. I should play it. I should add it. I should add it and play it again. But then I have to. Let me see. Okay, there it is. I just have to add it. Oh yeah, it was accurate. It definitely covered everything. It turned it into the testosterone less sector. Yes, it sure is. It sure is. It seems like the we need a balance. We need a balance in the sector. We need like a little bit more estrogen in the sector. Yes, we need a little bit more estrogen. We need to. Oh yeah, it was. It was on point. It was on point. All right. Um. Yeah, I came up with the theme, and then I said, you know what? I need a song that goes with this video. Can you imagine that I actually came up with the theme before I actually found the song for it, and then the song just applied. So um, I guess they were on point. Hey, what up, Spottum? My favorite troll. Well, allegedly. Cause are you really a troll? Are you really a troll? Spottum. Spottum. Are you really a troll, Spottum? Spottum, can I do the voice? Um, you guys were coming after my kids. You guys are coming after my kids, and I thank God because if it wasn't for the support that I have in my home and all the people that behind me, I can't do the voice. My voice is high enough. I can't get that voice down. Nappy, you said there's only two trolls that are denying that they're trolls. I know there's some people like that really, really troll, and then there's people that are denying that they are trolls. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Nappy. Lame G. He's a troll. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, he definitely is a troll. But here's the thing. Here's my question because Spottum said that trolling, there is no uh restrictions when it comes to trolling. Like everything goes when it comes to trolling, right? But is that the case? Especially when you get butt hurt, because trolls can get butt hurt. You got some butt hurt trolls in the sector. You do. But there's some, like I had to question that too. Am I really a troll, or am I just a sarcastic person that likes to troll around in chats and be sarcastic and roast a little bit? Or am I one of those trolls that like to bully the bullies, right? Or do I just like making fun of people? Or am I a troll that likes to get a reaction out of people that like to talk shit? Try to see if I can get a reaction or make somebody flip their wig. What up, identity? How's it going? I did drop my code if anybody want to come on a panel and go back and forth with me on this. But the question I have is, are you really a troll? Because like at first I thought I was a troll kinda, because I used to troll around in the chat. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on, let me.
Hey, Josephine, what's up?
How's it going, Spider? Spider,
What's up? How you
do not
doing?
attack. I'm good. Spider, do not attack my children, okay? I don't want to hear that you're stalking my
I'm
kids.
trying to get rid of all the trolls in the sector.
All right, let me add some people to the stream.
But yeah, I do stand by my statement of that there's no limits to trolling. Just because a few so-called trolls are butthurt, shots fired. Um, it's still no rules. There's still no limits.
Well, you could be a little gentle to some trolls. Like, for example, like if I know that a person just can't handle the level of trolling that I do, I won't troll. Like, I'll lightly, tap them, right? Right. I'll just be like, but if you like a bully and you talk all kinds of shit and you like trying to act like you ain't phased by what anybody say, I'm coming for you. So
Yeah, like there's some people that like to throw jabs, and then when you throw jabs back, they start playing victim. Like that's not gonna make me stop. That's gonna make me go at you even more
yeah,
because now I
yeah.
know you have a weakness because you're a pussy. Respect.
Yeah, respectfully.
Like there's some
DJ
people that
drama.
call themselves a righteous troll, some fake reverends that call themselves righteous trolls. So they like to go trolling, and then when you troll them back, it's oh, there's an unhealthy obsession. No, I'm just giving you your same energy, sir. You
Man,
can be a man and take it, or you could be a pussy and start crying.
well, he's definitely a troll.
Respectfully.
He's definitely a troll. Let me tell you what he did. So, remember when he first came to my channel, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
came as under Rev G, Rainbow Rev or Rev G, right?
Yeah.
So I blocked him, right? And so then he went around and he was telling people that that's a fake person,
Yeah.
right? So then, but I blocked him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the name change like 3 times.
Yeah.
Right now it's Rainbow Red. I've seen the name change 3 times. Tell me he's not trolling.
Well,
See,
it's
that's the point that
obvious.
I make. Yeah, that's the point that I'm making. He goes around from panel to panel trolling, and then he goes back and he's like the victim again. He's like, oh, I don't know why they're talking about me, but I'll see him on a panel and he was going back and forth with you, trying to troll you. And then when you trolled him back, he got mad. He got butthurt.
Yeah, because like I said, there's no limits. Like there's people that like to troll, right? But then they want to troll with people like me that have no filter and no limitations. And then when they get what they get, they want to start crying. But the funny thing about the crying is that that's not going to make me stop trolling you because now
Exactly.
I know your weakness now. I know you're a weak-minded pussy who wants to go at people, but you don't like getting the same thing in return. But that's not going to make me stop, though.
Um,
Respectfully.
and then DJ Drama, what y'all got to say about this trolling?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, what's
What's
up?
Sorry,
up?
I have to shift my mind a little bit because coming off binaries thing, it threw me a little bit. So I'm trying to level
I,
myself right
I
now.
think this is time for identity with extreme.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to tone it down right now, Spot. Now you want to pull me out my bag, man.
I don't know. I like that Abby for some reason. It's funny to me.
The
Yeah.
fire
It's
mohawk
like
or whatever it
it's
is.
like a ski mask with a little bit of flame on top, like a
Yeah, I
mohawk of
made that
flame.
one. That was I thought it went well with my fire theme everywhere I go.
Yeah, you see, it's like little baby flames. I'm telling you.
Oh
I
yeah, I
am
like
I
that.
impressed Spotted with my avatar. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
So the I think Spotted and I had this conversation elsewhere with just I guess I'm trying to think of what the limits are to it, and what it sounds like is there are no limits as far as how low you can go or malicious you can go. I don't know where that line is where it goes from trolling to just being just evil. I don't know. I can't, for lack of a better word. I don't know where the line is. And I don't even know if I consider myself a troll. Even though I'm poking fun sometimes, but is that trolling? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah,
So,
but see, that's how I feel. But see, here's what I've been noticing in the sector, right? So we're all trolling, right? Some of us are light trolls. I'm a sarcastic troll. I just come in the chat, say sarcastic stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
and then roll out.
That's
But you
dead
got,
on right there.
but you got trolls like that. When they get trolled, because I heard Trollinary say that what do
Trolling
you
area. That's good.
mean? What do you mean when you say that I was out trolled? Well, this is what I meant when I say out trolled. If you go from panel to panel and you're trying to recruit, like for example, so identity, you don't go to some sectors that I go to, or some panels I go to. So I go to that panel and I'm like, man, identity, you man, man, identity, he's corny, his music is corny, just over there. But the people that like mess with you, like there's some people from the sector that be over there, but then I'm going from like chat room, but you never go over there, so you don't even know I'm trolling you,
Gotcha.
right?
Gotcha.
That's to me being out troll, because that shows me that you're sensitive. Like, listen, like you still continue on, bringing me up. You're talking about me. I got under your skin. Like, I literally got you where I want you, right? So now that we gonna either escalate the trolling, or it's gonna get personal. Because what I notice in the sector is that people will troll, but it starts to get personal, right? So like, that's my question. Like, when does it get personal? For people, because like for me, I log off and come up with some new material the next day. But I'm the troll that people kind of like ignore too. But see, when you ignore me, I'm under your skin too. Like that's power for me. I'm like, oh yeah, they're ignoring me.
Now, are you in agreement that there are no limits?
Well, yeah, like to a certain degree, especially if you're like, if Spawn was going after a troll that kind of he saw
Well,
troll
Spotum's a special
everybody
case.
else.
We know that.
Yeah. Well, trolling can be off limit, because the whole point of trolling is to get under people's skin to get a reaction out of somebody, right? So either a negative reaction, right? But in the sector, we have doxers. We have people that will, troll you personally and then use that as material, right?
Right,
And
right.
so at some point you get really, really sensitive. But what if you was trolled and you got really mad and you're like, okay, I'm going to destroy this person's livelihood because I was trolled. Like, I'm going to make sure that they lose subs. I'm going to flag their videos. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to affect their livelihood. Now, is that off limits, or is that part of trolling?
Spotum.
it- wait, you said it's
Like,
doxing
for
part of trolling?
example, so yeah, so like, okay, you could dox them, like, how somebody may go to Facebook and look up somebody, but let's say they try to interfere with your livelihood because you trolled them. So, like, for example, they try to stop your cash apps, they try to stop you from getting monetized, they try to block your channel, they try to do all these things to keep you from, um, because you trolled them. They're trying to get people from to not come to your channel. They're going around to other sectors, like pointing out, like, trying to gain support. Is that beyond trolling? Because that's somebody that's butthurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
it
that's
is.
um yeah, that's extra.
Yeah, that's
So
somebody that's
there are
butthurt.
limits, Spotum.
Yeah, it's limits.
There
Okay,
are
then you got me there.
limits. There is a level that you can go that's like, hey, wait a minute, that's
Yeah,
not right.
because there's stuff that I won't do. Like, I'm not gonna like waste time in the real world and start, bugging people. I just do it on
Yeah,
YouTube. But for some
exactly.
reason people can't handle it. So
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
yeah. So are they really trolls? Like, because Cause
interesting.
Trollinary, he'll troll, because his whole troll playbook is this. I'm gonna say the opposite of what your argument is, right? That was his whole playbook in the beginning, right?
Yeah, yeah, I agree
But
with that.
now, but now it's more like I'm gonna attack you, I'm gonna insult you, but I'm still trolling. I'm still gonna do the opposite. So he's up the ante, right? To his trolling, right? So because everybody in the beginning they're like, okay, as long as we go back and forth, and then there's the lying and spinning narrative troll, like like I'm gonna make up a story, throw out a fake image, and then say, and then we gonna troll that, because like if somebody threw like a fake picture of me, right, and they said this was me, and I knew they didn't have, I'll go along with that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm like, dang, you got me. And then I'll start roasting some more, right? So, like there's a, right now there's like this little fake narrative about me, going around, but it's hilarious
Boy, can I
because
speak
I'm not,
about fake narratives, but continue.
yeah. Man, oh my God, they got, man. It's so, I've seen trolling to the degree where they'll come on a panel. Now they don't do it on their panel. They'll come on a panel and they'll have this fake story. They'll be like, "Look, check your email. You see what's in the email? Oh man, for reals, man,
Hmm.
God, oh man." Then we're all like on the edge of our seats.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, we all ran with a new narrative, and then this and that. So yeah, I just posed the question because Trollinary said that he could not be out trolled. And I feel like you can be out trolled if you get so butthurt to the point that even if the person, even if you know the person isn't around, you still talking about that person. Like, like me, I troll Smoke, but I don't really like type in his chat, but I watch sometimes, right? But he's in every place that I be at, so I don't really have to watch him because I can watch him from the chat that I am, so I can troll him where he's at, right?
Right.
So, but if I'm like, if I'm way out the sector, like I don't even go to certain people's chat, I don't know what they said, and then you come back and you're like, you know, trolling me, from somewhere else. And then all these people start coming for me from a different sector. I'm like, what happened? So you went over there. So you butthurt now because you went over there. You went to a place I don't go to get people to come over here and troll me. So are you butthurt?
Mm,
That's the
intriguing.
question. So my point is does people who troll actually get butthurt?
Yes,
Like
they do.
are
Yes,
we
they
real
do.
Of
sensitive? Are
course.
we
Yeah.
Are we real sensitive? are we a Are we a sensitive people?
Let's be real, Joe. You one really good insult from pulling somebody's family file. Let's just put it that way. Everybody has that level. Everybody has that level. I believe. I believe that
Oh
it may not
yeah,
be a button that people push like on the regular, but I think everybody has that level. I don't personally want to do it just for the sake of doing it, but if I feel like I'm being attacked in that manner and I gotta load up my guns, hey, I'm going down that path with you then. So, but I think everybody has the propensity to just do it. You know,
yeah.
um,
Everyone has yeah. Everyone can push a button, but where it's not trolling is when you have like when when you get trolled and then you got like fake documents. you got you, you call it jobs. You know what I'm saying? You like you getting you get your job is getting called and you're sitting in the office. You're like, hey, so did I told you about my pastime, didn't I? Did I put that on my application? Did I tell you that I spend a lot of time roasting and trolling, and that's my thing. That's my side job.
I just feel like that level, like the off YouTube, because here's where I struggle with it. I hear people say it's just YouTube, it's just YouTube, but everybody doesn't play that rule, right? Because people take it off YouTube and then it's okay then, but then it's not. but then people say it's wrong, but then other people say, nah, he deserved that. It's like this flip flop that keeps happening depending on the situation, right? If somebody, when, if and when somebody docked Shakim, it was like, well, he's been doing that for so long, like, oh, well, like it happened to him. Oh, well, he got burned by his own methods, but still, I, I, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of that threat. Like, okay, I'm gonna call your family, your friends, your job, all because you didn't like my insult, maybe because it was better than yours. That's why you want to do that. Like,
Mm.
it's that's that butthurt part. Like, yeah, I really got you, didn't I? That's that level.
Well, to piggyback on what identity is saying, you got a lot of people, man, that don't like to look bad and they can't lose with grace. So it's okay if you if somebody gets you, man. It's okay to get roasted. But some people just, they'll take it off of YouTube, and that's corny to me. That's just very corny. I don't partake in that shit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. But you know what? Can we say that AS is the biggest troll in the sector?
Now she is, yeah.
Eh, Yeah, and let me tell you, let me tell you, like,
She's also
there's
the most
levels to.
sensitive.
Yeah, she's the biggest troll in the sector, and she's the most sensitive troll in the sector at the same time. Because she'll make videos and she'll be trolling you and she'll be laughing like ah whatever I can't do that laugh. She sounds like a witch. But
Jesus.
but she'll do the biggest trolling. No, seriously, but she'll troll and troll and troll, but then be like if someone get in on say something about her or say anything, then it's like 10 videos of that sensitivity showing, you know. And so are we really just like the troll sector, to be honest with you? Like, the whole sector is just based on just trolling everybody.
Yep, pretty much.
Trolling and roasting and going back and forth and wherever you expose, that's not off limits, right? Listen, if you expose that and we over exaggerate too. If we see an extra chin, you weigh like 500 pounds in the sector like that, then you've already got
Extra
500 pounds on you.
chin.
You know what I mean? Yeah, if you stutter in the sector, you not only do you have a speech impediment, you barely can read and write. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn.
so so that's roasting, like, but if you're like, no, oh, man, where you work at? Man, you work at Burger King. Like, yeah, no, 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 no. Let me explain. If you start explaining, we got you. We got
Yeah.
you.
Mm.
If
If
anybody out there are fans to the comedy section, the roasting part of comedy, if you watch the roast, I don't care what roast you watch, it is like they do dig like personal jabs, but it's not to destroy them. It is not to destroy any chance of them with employment, or like, that's not the purpose. The purpose is to cut deep, but it's a roast is like, okay, that was funny. That one hurt, but that was funny. But when you go beyond that, it's not roasting anymore to me. That's not roasting to me. When you feel like you have to destroy their personal life, like, well, wait, what are you doing? You just stepped out of the roasting. That's why I try to keep that divide. That's not roasting. Now, is that trolling? I guess Spotum can answer that more than I can. Um,
well, if trolling would be I looked up the word trolling and going back and forth it is and actually trying to say something to get a person to respond in a very negative way and getting off on that is when you look it up, it says troublemaker, instigator, right? Like, literally, um there's some people who troll to a point where it's instigating. That's their troll bag that they're in. They're like, I'm gonna instigate some stuff, then I'm gonna go back and forth with you. But what I found is that the instigators are the most sensitive. The people that instigate the most and the people that are troublemakers in this, because trolling is that falls under trolling too. They're the most sensitive. They will instigate some stuff. They will start some trouble, and then when the people come back, but no, I also found out that the people that are troll are instigators and instigator trolls and troublemaker trolls, they lose viewership more. Like it's not fun to some people. Some people they, they'll rock with you just when you're basically trolling, but when you start instigating more and when you start going back and forth and then they start fooling with you and then they start fooling with somebody else, they're the content creators gets like really sensitive too. So if you're an instigator troll, that you can do that. You can instigate troll, but instigating trolling and that troublemaking when it leads to what QT said, character assassins, lying, doxing, all that stuff, those content creators or those trolls lose support. They get blocked by a lot of people that just are basic trollers. And what I notice is that they get really sensitive about it. So, like, oh man, people stop rocking with me because you don't like what I'm saying, but everybody else is doing it too or whatever. But you got to look at the level of trolling that you are at. Like I had to reevaluate what type of troll I was because Spanum was like, nothing goes. Like Spanum is a very tough troll. Like he stands on his trolling. He is who he is. If you don't like what he's saying, you can block him or ignore him, but he's he's not for the weak, you know? That he stands on it. But I don't think he cares if he loses people from following him. I don't think he cares.
No, I don't. Respectfully.
Right.
Can y'all
So I
hear
don't
me?
think he cares. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, I'm serious. I think, there's levels to it. Like I'm a troll that like is sarcastic and I just once you figure me out, if you figure me out, you're just like, oh, that's Josephine over there. Here she come. Here she come with the little funnies and the little roasted, right? But there's people that literally have me blocked. Like literally.
Yeah, me too. I can't
Join
even
the
Like
name how
club.
many people got me blocked.
Join the club.
Like at least 15 people. At least.
and you can tell you're blocked
That's a
because
compliment to your skill.
exactly you go because I was like, oh well, they just was a little too sensitive to what I had to say, so let me keep it pushing.
Mm.
Right? Because but to some people in here on this on here, to some people, let me add this other person to the string. Hey Nikki, to some people
Hey,
this is their life. I've seen I'll say his name. We are a part of his family. Like this is his life. Smoke, like we literally are all part of this entity of this group. We are part of all of that. We are like, okay, we fall out, we go back and forth, but at the end of the day, we are all together.
Yeah, that narrative that people say is just YouTube. Understand, there's people on here spending more time with us than they do their own family. There's
That's
no
Mm.
true.
way you're going to be on this live and then another live and then another live and then another live and then have that same amount of time spent with family and sleep and eat and this. I don't agree that it's just YouTube because people catch feelings. Like you said, it's like family. It is like family with all the back and forth and the hey, I don't like the way you did this, and it's just part of it. I don't think we can ignore that.
Exactly. Hey Nikki, what's going on?
nothing much. What's up? Drama and identity and Spot'em.
What's up,
You
Nikki?
Hey, what's up, Nikki?
So QT wanted me to hit the link, so I hit it. So yeah, I hit the
Welcome. Well,
link.
wait, hold on. Welcome to the Sanctimonious sector. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for the welcome. I will not be cash apping you for that nice welcome. So let's be clear on that.
Oh
That's fine.
man,
No
I
cash
thought,
apps.
you know
I'm out
what?
of here.
Let me tell you, that just means that I'm gonna have to start extorting money from people in the sector. That's my new thing. That's gonna be the new narrative in the sector, that I am out here extorting people. So just look for that new narrative coming soon. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's already out here that I'm doing stuff. So I wish that people would allow me an opportunity to actually do some shit. Like y'all haven't seen any of my best work. So I am a little confused on that. But I noticed that you didn't put my comments in the chat up on the screen when I kept saying like binary, because he seems to
Oh,
be
I didn't
screaming
see it.
for
Oh,
my
wait, hold on. Let me
attention.
go back.
And I think that somebody might need to advise him that I said, little boy, you better get the fuck on.
Okay, I got it. I highlighted. There it is. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Well, just to dead the whole issue, right, Nikki? Because I know that like you haven't really been in the sector, but you have been in the sector, that you've been a part of the sector. So to dead the issue, there's this people hear what they want to hear, and they
Is there a
run with
buzzing?
it.
I hear a buzzing.
Yeah, I hear it
On
too.
my side. On my side.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Let me see. You still hear it? You still hear it?
Yeah, it's an echo and a buzz.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Let me pause. Let me mute myself real fast.
Yeah, I think that was Joe's mic, I believe.
Well, Nikki, can I ask you a question since you up here?
Sure.
I want your honest feedback and opinion.
It's always honest.
I know it is. Um, how do you feel about the constant attention? What goes through your mind when you hear your name on a daily basis?
Well, I don't hear my name on a daily basis. That's what's funny about it, because I'm not even subscribed to the channel.
Okay, touche.
So it's a whole lot of work for nothing. And for him to think that I'm still going to give him a donation, like that's the dumbest shit I have ever heard for somebody who just completed a rigorous process.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And the thing is, on Thanksgiving, when I got up on the panel, I told him that I was rethinking it, which means that it was already rethought.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So to go on other people's panels and I'm all on your mouth like liquor, it's like, please go drink something else.
Okay. All right.
It's pathetic at this point. It really is. It's pathetic at this point. You and your panel guests don't have enough clout, authority, or weight to summon me to come and address you on your panels. I'm uninterested, and I think I might have to steal QT's phrase and say I'm also unbothered.
You seem unbothered. You do seem unbothered.
Like when I tell you I could give less than a fuck.
Well, let me ask you another question. Was you expecting this kind of reaction from him when you went up on his panel and did what you did?
Well, so I'm always surprised about people lying. So first and foremost, he and I sent him we DM'd each other on Instagram a couple of times. That's about it. He doesn't have my phone number. I don't have his phone number. So all of this, we're close, we talk behind the screens, that's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. And everything he does out loud. So why me coming up and checking him on him not saying something when he runs his mouth about every goddamn thing else? Why is that a problem?
Okay. And I'm just giving my honest assessment. I think he was more embarrassed than anything.
Whose problem is that?
It's not yours. But I think
I'm
that
going
was
to say, because I am so weight free from that.
yeah. My honest opinion, I think he was embarrassed. Because you don't normally see that kind of interaction, especially in this sector. So
And I
think
don't normally see that type of interaction from somebody who's an outsider in other people's sectors. I'm in quite a few sectors. And Al wouldn't have been able to get away with that in none of the other sectors I'm in. They would have eaten his ass up so fucking quick. Even if it was at the end, the next day, for the next couple of weeks, he would have known, don't bring your fucking ass back over here no more. And even in trolling, there's some integrity.
I agree. It's you know, I'm with the roasting. I'm with that the so-called fuckery, but you know, once it leaves YouTube, you know, you're really showing your true colors. It shows
Right,
how sensitive you really are.
Right, but you're on a whole tour trying to slander my name, and you don't have what it takes to do that effectively.
Well, I think he might.
No, he doesn't, because he ain't stopped nothing for me.
Oh no, I'm not saying he's affecting you, but I think his goal is to kind of turn the narrative towards him and against you. I'm just thinking out
Right,
loud
but you're
here.
turning people against me who were never with me. So how effective is that? That's stupid. You could have said nothing and got the same outcomes.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, Nikki.
I mean, I figured you were. You're a pretty intelligent fella.
I try to be sharp.
Well, yeah, but we do know that there are a lot of people in the sector who aren't sharp on anything.
That we do know.
So, you know, I would rather eat Al's toenails than to give Binary money for anything.
Oh,
Man,
wow.
dang.
Jesus.
Oh.
Damn,
So you guys
that ain't
hear
even
me?
about me and I'm butthurt. God darn.
Do you guys still hear the buzzing?
Yeah, that was.
No, we don't hear it.
No buzzing.
But no,
Okay.
that's what I would rather do. You know, I would rather, you know, listen to all of AAS's videos than to give him money. Like, I don't listen to her shit either. So it's like you are trying to turn people against me who I don't give a fuck about no way. Like, that's an awful lot of effort into something you can do the same nothing and get the same outcome. So continue to hate me because you ain't me. I mean, you need to take that up with the two people who made you.
Okay.
And the God you so-called serve.
Well.
Is it fuckery Friday?
No, I don't. But see, and that's the thing. I don't be playing around with people like that. I really don't. And y'all don't know me to do that. I will laugh and I will joke. But as far as playing with people, I only play with my grandchildren. And y'all aren't privy to that activity.
So we have recognized that Nikki is not a troll in the sector, and she is not. But she's here for the roasting, but she's not a troll. So
Absolutely. Like, I can laugh at myself and I can laugh at other people, but you know, just because I'm laughing at a funny joke, it doesn't mean that I necessarily agree with the sentiment of, you know, the particular host or any of that. If something is funny, it's funny.
Well, some people don't look at it like that, Nikki. Some people
that's their eyes.
Some people are territorial. You know, I'm here for perfect attendance. So you have people that in the clouds that see who's where and all that kind of other stuff, and they, you know, they get a little sensitive about it.
And they can be in their feelings. I mean, again, if you don't share it with me, how am I supposed to be responsible? Again, that's like somebody who's disabled. That's your problem that you're disabled, not everybody else around you. So you need to walk like you know it.
I mean, I agree.
So, you know, don't get upset with me because I show you that I don't give a shit. And that's my bottom line.
Oh, okay, Nick. Let's kind of move on here in this impromptu interview. What we doing with the channel? Where we going with this?
My channel?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm as I said, I'm getting some things together because I'm not just gonna go, on the fly and whatnot. My stuff has to represent who I am and what it is that I do and how I do things. So y'all will see some stuff for me, but I still think we need to go back to what we were talking about because clearly some people don't get it.
Well,
Yeah.
some people don't want to get it, Nikki, and that's the, you know, I guess that's the
Well,
sad part of it all.
this sector is about storylines, and that one is a horrible storyline. That's a horrible storyline because the thing about it is that Nikki came into the sector, she voiced her opinion. She's been voicing her opinion from day one. So she's always came and voiced what she thought. And if she didn't like something, I remember when Al used to come on Max's channel, right? And I never saw Nikki anywhere else. But I would see her, but I didn't really see her. And she was like, every time Al would come on the panel, she would be like, I'm out. She really didn't really fool with him at all. And so like with me, I used to mess with Al on the panel all the time because I used to come up there to troll him actually. I wasn't a fan of Al. I was trolling Al the whole time because he would get up there and he would start that whole article nonsense, and he was just basically a part of the sector. But really, what he was trying to do was he was just trying to control the the topics. He wanted to say what he wanted to say, and if you didn't let him get out what he was going to say, and then he started looking down on the women in the sector. So he would go from chat to chat talking very disrespectful to the females in the sector. But then what happens is if he talks about the people in the sector that the men like the women that the men like, right? They would say something. But once it was about a female that everybody kind of didn't like or hold to the it was Carrie, then he could say wherever he wanted to say. As long as it's a female that people rock with, he can say he can't say anything. But if it's a female that people don't rock with, he can say whatever. And that's
Well,
what I noticed. Yeah.
I would say this about Al. Al likes to go to safe places. Um, and if you've ever noticed Al, he doesn't confront men that he
Because he's
has
a bitch ass motherfucker.
with that too. But he doesn't confront men that he may have a particular issue with. Like I'm of the mindset, and when I'm in the sector, if I have something to say to you, I'll pull up. He
Same
doesn't
here.
he doesn't subscribe to that, mantra, I guess. And it's kind of off putting when you see him talking greasy. It's like hit the link,
Right, but you got
but
all this energy for women.
I mean, we saw what happened when he got checked by a man. Whether you like grown man or not, grown man put him in his place.
Oh, he checked the fuck out of him.
Yeah, but he did that. He did that to me. He was like, he was running. He was running from me. He was running from me the whole time. And then when I got on the panel with him, he did that whole, he wanted to do the stonewalling. But then every now and then, if somebody mentions my name in a chat or on a panel, he'll say, "Oh, Josephine wants attention. she
Well,
just
you're
seeking
not there.
attention."
Like I said, the safe places thing is is weird to me because if I have something to say to you, I'll come to your panel and say it, and we can keep it moving. Like I just don't. I'm not going to talk greasy about somebody and not show up on your show. If I have something slick to say to Darrell, I'll go to Darrell's show and say it to him. But I also go say it other place. But I'll pull up. That's not his get down. I mean, anybody that's ever watched Al in the chat knows he'll talk slick all day long. But go over to that person's channel and say that.
Oh, he ain't never coming over here.
But he thought Smoke's channel was a safe space. Like that doesn't make any sense.
No,
Well, he felt comfortable. It was like I can be over here and I
well,
can talk about the same. I can talk about the maxes and all of that. But then, you know, you said something about the wrong person and you got G check.
Yeah, now now it's like a cycling of content again, because when you need content, now we're recycling the same people again. We're like, okay, we need content now, so let's mess the smoke now. Let's get back into oh, okay, we need content again. Some people are like leaving the sector. Let's go ahead and get this, oh my god, there's not a lot of channels that I can go to. So, let's go to Photon. Even though Photon is the biggest troll in the sector, um, actually, actually, he's a troll that you can tell that he's trolling the whole time, even though he's an instigator. He's all those in one, but
Photon
he's
is an asshole.
yeah, that too, and he's all that in one, and he's letting you know that that's what he is. So either fool with him or don't, right? But the rest of them are trolling under the guise of like, I don't know, I'm a good troll, but I'm instigating, but I'm really, really butthurt. So then you got a bunch of butthurt trolls. So um what Nikki said about trolling there, I'm glad that she got that out there, that with the whole thing about her, because I ain't seen her in a week. But my question is, like, if are you you know if Nikki's not a troll, right, and then Nikki don't preoccupy all these other spaces, then why is the attention's all on her all of a sudden? Like, why is this just a storyline? Is this a narrative? Is this something to get um views, or are you really truly butthurt?
Because he doesn't have a personality.
And you guys notice something? Binary doesn't come over here. Like I did something to him. So yeah, so he doesn't come over here. So
But don't let nobody say, "Oh, you using her name for clout." Who? I never in a million years thought somebody would be using my name for clout. Ain't that something?
oh, I was gonna use Binary's name for clout today. I was gonna be like, yeah. Then I was gonna be like clout chasing.
Right, but I don't, generally speaking, I don't have these issues with other people, and I don't go around fucking with other people like that. Y'all don't know me to do that. So for somebody to be on this panel and on this mission to try to tear me down, and I need to be canceled and all this other stuff, you didn't make me, so you can't cancel me. Again, you don't affect me if you don't write the checks that impact me. Bottom line.
Well, I've been canceled. When they ignore me, I've been canceled. Or when they say my name and they say, "Fuck you, Josephine."
Right, but the best thing he can do is cancel and counsel himself, because I'm not too impressed with his team right now.
Well, he'll be he'll.
You got two negatives trying to make a positive, and it just don't happen. It only happens in algebra, multiplication. It doesn't happen on YouTube. Two negatives make a super fucking stupid ass negative.
And that's why the topic is about trolling. Like, if they're off limits, if the person isn't part of that whole trolling, situation, and the person came up there and it was like they said what was on their chest. Are you trolling, or are you butthurt? And now that's the main question. So my question for Binary is, Binary, are you trolling, or are you butthurt?
Like, don't get upset with me that I say everything with my chest. It's whatever. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You say my name, probably he's ever said his wife's name in a day. It's like, dude, let it go. Let it go.
Video coming soon. Pay attention.
Yeah, video coming.
Right,
soon.
but see, the thing is that I won't see it, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
Again, you wasted YouTube memory space by talking about me. Do something creative, since you're a content creator, or are you not?
Well,
and a review of a video is not content creation.
Well, welcome
to the review of a video.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the chat sector. Welcome
No,
to
this is
the
the sanctimonious sector.
yes. This is the sanctimonious sector where we are all here to. We are all gracious people. We stand in what we believe in what we say and say what we believe and.
Absolutely. And I'm not upset. I'm not angry with anybody. Again, every time I'm in somebody's chat, I speak to everybody. I do not have ill will towards anybody. But what I'm not going to do is play with grown people. I don't do that. I don't play with grown people. I can have
Well,
fun with you, but I don't play with you.
well, Nick, let me ask you another question. No,
Sure.
QT1 brought this up earlier, and I wanted to kind of address it with you and the panel. Um, do you think it'll ever come a point where you and Binary move past that, or y'all just going separate ways forever?
He needs to move past it. I said what I said and went on about my life.
Hmm.
I'm not angry with this dude. I'm not invested in arguing with him, and I'm not going to. And there's nothing he can say or do to make me argue with him.
Okay.
So he's talking about me trying to control him with cash apps. He hadn't gotten one from me since the summer. And it seems like I'm controlling him more without money than I ever did with the money. So which one is it, nigga?
Oops. I'll have to. Shaquille Raw saying was actually used on this broadcast. Okay, go ahead.
Fair
Sorry.
use.
Fair use.
Right. So somebody explain that to me. Which one is it?
Well, we have your side and we have his side.
can,
Okay. Well, if you got both sides, then what is it?
can we all admit that Shaquille Raw is a bad influence to everybody in this sector? Because I swear to God that Shaquille Raw be having me in my roasting bag when he's talking about when he goes from talking about teeth or cheeks or anything like that. I can't help it. It's just like he's calling my name. I just wanted to put that out there.
DJ Drama? Okay, you asked me questions. I just asked you one. Which
Well,
one
I'm
is
sorry.
it?
I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I look at it like this. All I can do is take it from what I'm seeing. Like what y'all communicated with back and forth. I don't know. Really don't want to know.
Well, why you
Um,
ask?
well, I just want to know, could y'all move past
I
this
have
incident?
moved past it. He is the one who's stuck. Like Chuck, not me.
Oh, okay. I hear you, Nick. I'm not saying you're stuck. I was just, because in this sector, people tend to make up and become best buddies again for whatever reason.
Well, the thing about it is that some people in the sector don't have personal relationships on the back end too much. So some people their relationships stop at Instagram. Some people's relationships happen in Zoom. Some people's relationships happen at the middle of the night at 3 or 2 a.m. Shots fired. But some people some people just keep it strictly on YouTube, and I think that there are people that have personal relationships, and what I think Nikki's saying is that it has never been that personal for her to be able to to make up with anybody other than the fact that she kept it on YouTube. She said what she wanted to say, and then she left it as that. Some people will spin narratives that there's deeper relationships. A lot of people aren't having deeper relationships on the back end. I haven't talked to a large number of people in the sector on the back end at all. So I definitely, when I came to this sector, I was riding solo. Like I literally met everyone here. Like I did. I literally met everyone here. So some people met each other and came to the sector, and some people, there's some good friendships that came out of this sector, and then there's some toxic ones. You've seen the toxic ones play out, and continues to play out. So the thing about it is that when you say making up online, when there's nothing really, I don't believe there's anything to make up if the relationship was just basically on YouTube.
Right, but Drama, to add to that, just stop lying on me. What bothers me more than anything else, and it should bother everybody, it's like, don't tell a lie on me. You don't have to do that because you have run out of things to think about. There are too many things that y'all can be roasting me on. Go have at it. Have at it. But don't lie on me, because I don't lie on other people.
Okay. All right.
Again, there's integrity in trolling.
It is.
Yeah, a little bit. A little. Well, yeah, there is some integrity in trolling. There is even with the instigators to a certain degree. But
And that's why I asked him, what are your limits? Like, dude, do you not have any boundaries to where this dude can come on your panel and say all this stuff? And you talk about when a doggone dime hits the floor, but you ain't talked about this dude calling this woman a deep throat on your channel?
well, the whole narrative
We
is
done
that
heard about the football team, your fundraisers, your work, everything, your kids, and what you ate for dinner, but you're not gonna say nothing about this?
well, the thing about it is that I think it would have been settled if he should have said, "Well, I was caught off guard by what he said, but I understand where you coming from," like he does everybody else. So, I think
And
that.
then where's the same energy for Honeybee?
Yeah, that too. Honeybee didn't get that energy, so.
No comments?
It's nothing to comment on, man. Not, you know.
Identity, no comments. I mean, you on his panel every day. Y'all talk about all kinds of things. He don't comment about all the other stuff, but but said nothing about the deep throat.
I'm not sure how to answer that. I can't answer for him. Look,
Yeah.
I'm on panels sometimes apologizing just knowing the guy. So
That's not what I'm saying. And don't deflect. I asked you
I
a
am not
pointed
deflect.
question.
I never deflect, but okay. I can't answer for what he's doing and how he's doing it on his channel.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you, does he not talk about all of those things that I just listed? And he did not say anything about the deep throat thing.
I don't recall hearing anything about the deep throat thing.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, just to be honest, I am on his. I usually try to obligate myself to the Saturday show. Those shotguns, I can't keep up with what's going on. I'll be honest. So I definitely can't answer what's been said, but I haven't heard anything. But I haven't been 100% everywhere. So I cannot answer that fully.
Well, if he had said something, then he would have thrown it in my face when I said something on Thanksgiving. So that was clear evidence that he did not.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that he talks about all of these other small things, but something big like that happens on his channel and we get crickets. That's the point I was making.
Yeah, I think a lot of people what people don't want to admit to is there is like this level of you're right. I think what I'm hearing is that hypocrisy piece, right? How does it happen here and not here? That is like one of the biggest themes across this entire sector that I can't keep up with how many times it happens. Now, this is definitely a case of that potentially. Because again, I cannot answer your specific question. But that I don't even know how to even approach that part of it because today it's going to be a different story than what it was yesterday for someone else in the same position. It keeps moving. So
I would have been taken back by like what happened when Al said it, like because when I was actually in the chat when it happened, but I did not hear him actually say it. Like he jumped off the panel real fast, and then I seen him type it in the chat. But I think like my main issue is that Al, what he'll do is he'll make these, like I said, for me, it's like if he says it to the wrong female, we're gonna all cape for that female, right? But if he says it to the right woman, nobody, it's nothing. It's water under, like, you know what?
then it's
She
selective.
had it
Then
coming, right? That's
it's
what I think,
selective.
and I think that that's what really happened there. I think that it was more so like it wasn't because he, what he actually said per se is who he said it about. And I think that's where the what the issue is. The issue is like if that was like if he said that to Stargate and he made that derogatory comment, he would have been up there to apologize. He said that to Beautiful. It like and sometimes like it depends on the person. But like let's say Vita, she can cape for herself, and Vita, don't mind. I apologize if I brought up your name, but I just like how you roast. But the way Vita roasts, right? She don't need somebody to cape for her. She would have came up there, gave him the 2, 3, and the third, and then some. He would have never came back on that panel, like and everybody would have been like, "Oh wait, what? What did he say?" So I think that that's what it's more about. I think it's more about who the person was versus what he actually said. That had more weight on it. That's my
I
take.
would have said that if, regardless of who he said it about.
Right,
Al
because that's
doesn't
who
get to
you
say that
are.
about anybody unless he says it about his mammy first.
Right, but
Call that
that's
bitch a deep throat.
right, but that's and that's when you stand on yours, right? So that's when you stand on what who you are. And I agree with you 100%. Al should not have said that to any female. But what I'm saying that in this sector, I believe that it's always been based on certain women. Like if a certain female said it, or like if it was said to Miss T Free or somebody like that, they wouldn't have said anything. But let it be somebody that they like really revere, or they find very attractive, or they're
Yeah,
or sensitive.
it's
Then
exactly what Nikki just said, and I
yeah,
apologize. I wanted to say it before.
yeah,
I'm probably going to lose it in my head. Sorry, Joe. The
okay,
exact same thing that Doctor Nikki said. If Honeybee said the same thing, why is she not being attacked? It's the same scenario. You just change players. It's
right,
the same exact scenario. It is selective. It's a moving target, and it's kind of hard to stay stuck on one, in my opinion, because it'll move next week, and
Well,
I
he
don't know
hasn't
why
moved
it's
out for
that
me.
way. Well, yeah, it's a narrative too. I mean, that you're right. I mean, it is a level of attention, and as we all know, that's kind of how you drum up some views. And look, I'm not an expert on YouTube. I'm seeing it how I see it. I see that that's the sexy part of people coming in to see what's going on. That's the draw. And part of that trolling, in my opinion, sometimes that can be a catalyst to create something else, like, or at least pseudo drama. Let's put it that way, because it may not even be real. Sometimes it's not even real.
Right, I
And
feel you, and that's a fair assessment. Like identity, I'm 100%. I think that is a fair and a keen observation. But again, it's like people can't get upset when other people offer keen observations because I'm not trolling. That's
right.
not my bag.
yeah,
And so
I'm still not sure on what the trolling definition is, Joe. You might have
well,
to still help me out with that, because I don't know where the line is drawn.
well,
And I would never tell a lie on somebody just to get content. I wouldn't do that. But those are just my own personal boundaries. I don't do that. And I have zero respect for people who do.
I'm going to point out something
That's
about
some
Spotted.
cowardly shit, if you ask me.
I'm gonna point out something about Spanum. I'm gonna go back to him. Spanum is a troll, but one thing every troll has some type of like I say a badge that they wear, right? And Spanum can't stand liars. It
Right. He's not
doesn't
going to
matter.
placate anybody either.
Right. So it doesn't matter. Like he could be in his troll bag and like be trolling, and then someone will lie and he'll say that's a lie. He'll come right out of it. So every troll has their level, like their badge. Like me, I don't like bullies. I just don't like people that bully other people. It's just if you've been in other people's panels and you bully somebody there for no and you really just out just being extra and you dox whatever, I'm going to come for you, right? I'm going to troll you just because of that. I just don't like people that bully other people. But I don't like people that lie on other people either. But spot them, if trolling is off limits, that's one thing that you won't let that go. You'll be like, listen, liar. Why you have to lie? This is just the internet. That's how spot them sees everything. But this is the internet. You don't gotta lie. We know you broke. We know you live with your mom. It's okay. Am I wrong, Spotto?
You're absolutely right, Josephine.
Okay. So in my mind, being that, identity really isn't like, identity gets in his roasting bag. I wish he would roast more. Identity,
Really?
yeah, because identity, you get caught on the panel, you just be sitting there. You got the roast. You got the roasting, but you got it all in your bag. Right? I know you got a pocket, like a basket full of it right there. But it would just be interesting to see you in your roasting bag, because you got it.
Yeah, that's when you see the identity extreme. I'm up here right now with the hair, fire on my hair. That's when you know it's about to come. I thought I was going to be in here messing around, but it got a little serious. So,
Yeah,
Well, I'm
I
in
try
10.
to pick my spots. To be honest, I really try to pick my spots on. I'm looking for the funny. To be honest, to be flat honest, you can call it trolling, you can call it roasting. If it's funny in there, I'm going to try to find it and I'm going to keep poking at it because that's where I get my rise. Pause. But I don't. I hope everybody knows that I'm not doing it to hurt feelings, but it's understand anything I say should not be taken as like a malicious attack unless I'm really coming at you. There are certain people I did come directly at, like no joke, this is how I feel. But usually I'm just trying to be funny and have fun in the chat. And sometimes on the
exactly.
panel.
Because every troll has a badge that they wear. So
Am
Nikki's
I an
like,
honorary troll? What am I? I don't
yeah.
even know what I am.
But Nick is like, I'm not a troll,
Not at all.
but I roast, but I stand and I laugh with the best of them. But I stand for something. I stand for something. I don't fall for anything. And so but what I feel is just like it's always about the person, because if Honeybee came up there and gave him the 2, 3, and the third, also and says almost similar to what she was saying, and it was like crickets. And the thing about it is that for for us, or for me at least, balancing out the sector a little bit better by having more women panelists, we be able to speak our mind, and we can roast just like the rest of you guys. Like we are the roasters, we are the clowners, we the sensitivity. We got all that within us
Here's the
too.
downside to that, though, Joe, and correct me
Mhm.
if I'm wrong. When you open up the bag saying, "Hey, I can do it just as good as the next man," right? And I don't want this to be a man-woman thing.
Right.
I'm saying it for this purpose. If you open it up as that, I can do it just as good. You must also receive that same level of, wow, that was cutting deep. That was, like
Right.
that.
But
That
that's
comes
what.
with it.
Right. So tell Binary to stop being a bitch.
Well,
But
see,
what I was
that
trying to.
statement alone is a cut, right? So
Right.
that he's going to have to eat that or come back to it. That's the thing. He can't
But
complain about it, but the whole idea of complaining about it is a narrative, in my opinion.
I didn't.
It's the idea of that.
It goes back to what I said about everybody mirrors each other in a sector. We got we got a roaster in a sector. We got female instigator, just like we got male instigators. We got look, we got the lead troll of all times in the sector. Her name is AAS. I mean, you can't get no better than that. We're the women are rocking over here. We even got our version of smoke in the sector. I'm telling you, we got sensitivity. We
What?
got sensitive people, females in the sector.
Who smoke?
Shit. Yeah, you want me to get my bag? Keep saying
Oh,
that
wait,
name.
wait, wait.
Come
Let me
on,
say it.
Josephine. Come on.
Let me
Who's the
say
female smoke?
it. You need to stay away from my children.
Oh, come on.
All I'm saying is, nah.
Just stay away from
Again,
my kid.
I don't, Dr. Nikki, I don't know where that defined line is, and I don't even know if it exists on just like differentiating between the two of, okay, when do you protect, when is it roasting, when is it trolling, when is it, it is so hard to track that a lot of times people take my standing down as supporting it, and that's, I scratch my head on that one, like, wait, I stood down on that, like I don't even want to be in the middle of that mess. I see binary and Max. I mean, Max is going in right now, but the thing is, I don't, look, those are two grown ass men going at it. I think it's funny, whether it's real or not. It's funny they're going back and forth. But some people think that I'm in a position I'm supposed to stand. I'm supposed to represent the panel I'm on. I represent everything that's being said. So when I move somewhere else, it's, oh, you were on there. I was like, well, yeah, but I mean, how many times can I say it? I speak my mind when I need to. I stand on my own words. And just because of my affiliation, don't judge me because of that, because I don't have that relationship that you have with that person, or like, just
Right, which is why I
understand.
told you that I don't have no problems with you.
And I
I didn't even
respect
want you to
that.
begin
I
to think
respect
that.
that.
I don't have no problems with you. None whatsoever. And we're not going to.
Right. That's my take on it. And my running narrative when that's happening is I start singing like spirituals. I do, oh Lord, like that's funny to me. Like that little it's not a jab. It's more of just going with the narrative of, okay, you going in heavy, and I'm just letting you know. I am not saying
Yeah,
these
I'm just
words,
here so
but
I won't get fined.
Exactly. And then look, QT roasted me. She said I'm boring. Yes, I am. I'm boring. You really want me to be up here roasted?
Wait,
I'll roast
QT talking
everybody in the
trash
chat.
now?
I'll roast everybody in the chat. I'll sit here quietly and just type in the chat.
But
No, but
yeah, I
I
hear
get
you,
what you're
Dr.
saying.
Nikki. I hear you, Dr. Nikki. I get, I know where you're standing as far as, look, we need to address this. But honestly, I feel like if we were to do that, and I would love that we did it across the board, that's the problem. It's never across the board. It's these little pockets that pop up where some people are like, I didn't see a big deal in that, and then others are like, oh shit, that he disrespecting it, and where it's hard to track. I'm sorry, I got a kid screaming. I apologize.
Right, and I understand that, but my thing is this is don't hate me because I do find a problem with it.
Now, is it so where, my question is it really hate? I can't answer that. I don't know, because I've seen the trolling go so far as it looks like you really hate this person, and then come to find out, oh, that was just a narrative. Really?
Right, but I
Like,
don't play those kind of games, and that's what I'm saying. I
yes.
don't play those kinds of games. And if I say something, I mean every single word I say. Every single word I say, I stand in it.
See,
I
you
mean
coming
it.
you coming in with integrity. You might be at a
I'm a
disadvantage.
real person in a fake ass world. I get it. But y'all need to understand that. And it just so happens that a lot of the fuck shit that I had to stand up and say something about, or I have the audacity to say something, had to be, around something that Carrie instigated or started. It wasn't that I'm caping for her. It's just that at some point in time, it's like, damn it, enough is enough. Enough is enough.
QT said Trollinary said I was boring, but he's here.
Yeah, I thought I
Oh,
saw his name pop
I'm
up.
I'm so boring. Let me just be
So, that's
boring.
that's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Just like what was said against what's his name? Defraud and charlatans. Had I been there to hear that, I would have, oh, wait a minute. Because just like Joe said, you're not gonna talk to my husband like that.
oh no, shit. Let me tell you something. I said it again. I said it previously. Let me hear anybody with the last name Gates saying any, like my husband. Listen, I said that when identity was going back and forth. Let me hear my husband on the phone and I hear a female voice say bitch ass.
Understand, I had to calm some things down on my end.
Exactly, because I would have grabbed the phone and said, excuse me, um call me a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. I
And
was
see,
I was talking, and I was I guess the convo was overheard, and so
Did he go out?
Sounds like it.
Oh,
The
I'm sorry.
ancestors get another one.
okay. Because Denny, let me tell you, because I felt that way with you, and then I heard it happen to defrauding. But let me tell you, because I mean, nobody knew my. Well, I think you knew my status, but not too many people knew my status out here. And I'm gonna tell you, man. Let me tell you, I'm one of those sister girls that be like, let a woman cuss out, or just playfully do it, and I would just say, excuse me. I'm sorry. You
Yeah, I'm
told me
sorry. I
to
think I
do
muted by accident. Yeah, I
and
definitely
that
had to
and I
explain
think
that.
what happens is that went unchecked because you would either had to get off the panel. Let me tell you, you would either had to get off the panel, or I would have been on there, and you would have had to say, listen, I get that you got a problem with what I said, but please, out of respect for the fact that I have a queen in my house, if she hears you talking greedy like that to me, she knows she ain't on YouTube like that. So, she ain't gonna let no man, no female talk to me like that.
That's a fact.
And she
So
don't have 9 hours to get your back damn story.
yeah, so I wasn't. That's something that I don't play about when it comes to that, because they say women are, men be so abusive to women, but when women are verbally abusive to somebody else's man, no, we're
Now
not
that
doing that.
narrative is super strong in this sector. Super duper strong in this
Right. And the
sector.
same thing about people's marriages. I mean, there was some question about, does he know that she's doing this and this and the third? Worry about what the fuck your wife knows that you're doing. Like, don't do that. Don't even speculate on that, because that's none of your business. That is
Cause
none of your business. And I'll tell you this, the man I got don't play about me.
yeah, and saying go for here. If you hear the balanced tone in my voice, that is it, because I'm not, there's a reason. Listen,
And when it comes to me, it ain't but one side of the damn story.
yes, it sure is. So you just got, that didn't sit right with me, but when it happened to you, so it's just that there's, like I said, we're trollers, we're roast. Some of us are roasters. Nikki is not a troller at all. And so she's not, there shouldn't even really be a narrative about her, because that's not something she is somebody that was in the chat that started speaking up for herself, because she was being attacked for being in people's chats, being moderate. She was a moderator in a lot of a lot of these chats. She was a
And
supporter.
binaries fucked up ass
And,
chat.
and what happened was, this woman started attacking her just because she was in the chats, because she was, wasn't caping for her little minion. And because she wasn't caping for her little minion, she started attacking people in the chat. And then no one. And so she said, you know what? You want to attack me in the chat? I'm gonna come on these panels, and I'm gonna speak my, truth. I'm gonna tell her like it is. And that's exactly what she's been doing this whole time. It doesn't mean that she came on the panel to troll and participate in the effery. She just said, listen, I support everybody's channel. I support Joe's channel. I support this person's channel. But this lady is on a constantly attacking me because I'm sitting in y'all chats, and I'm the only person she's really attacking. Because the other few people she attacked, I mean, she been attacking them too, but she really started coming hard at her and nobody even knows why. Nobody, maybe it's because she got the D-R in front of her name, but but this because AS has a knack of attacking people that she believe are public servants, and she feels like they shouldn't be allowed in this space to be able to enjoy the effery. But she enjoys the effery every day. She sits here hours on end watching all our content. She gets to enjoy the effery, but because everybody has some type of job as a public servant or some type of job, we're not allowed to be in the effery.
And I have never asked none of y'all to come to my rescue or none of that. I just took it and I said, well, there's something else I got to deal with. Binary hasn't done not one damn video in support of me with his lying ass. Not one. Oh, was that a mic drop? Okay.
Yeah, that was. I think so.
Yeah. Again, lying ass. So no.
So the thing about it is that that's just like what I wanted to address. I wanted to point that out. Like, okay, we all here and we troll and we have a good old time and whatever. I don't have a problem with being trolled. But the thing about it is, the thing about it is that we have somebody on the panel. We have Dr. Nikki, and she is not somebody that came to this sector to be participating in the trolling. She's not part of Trollgate. So the thing about it is, I just wanted to point out like a few things about how, are we trolls? Like, really? Like, are we really trolls? Are all of us really trolls? If you're a troll, stand up, say something. You know what I mean? And then, have fun. But if you get butt hurt from being trolled, then that's on you. But it is what it is. But I'm glad that you cleared that up, Nikki, because that kind of puts a period on it. No, a bunch of periods.
I mean, it's just the truth. I supported everybody because I looked at y'all as Black entrepreneurs. I mean, truthfully speaking, it ain't like really none of y'all made my life any better. None of y'all helped me pay my bills, none of that.
Damn, I didn't help you out a little bit, Dr. Nikki.
Let me check.
Not a little bit. Not a little bit. Y'all just call me Nikki. Y'all just call me Nikki. Y'all already know that's what I'm not hung up on titles. I know what my title is.
Exactly.
I'm not hung up on the title.
And the only reason why people know she's a fool, all of that title, is because she didn't you make you had a channel, but the person who kind of pointed out what she did was AES. It's like she's the one that was like wearing her name as a badge of honor, and she said, okay, well, that's what I am. And so
yeah, that for me, that's a respect thing, because I do know what it takes to even just have that, reach that kind of accolade. It. So unless you tell me to not call you that, which you just did,
it's not necessary.
I definitely apologize for not using it earlier on. So if I didn't,
No, and it's all good, because as I said, I looked at y'all as equals. I don't think that I'm better than anybody else. But what you're not gonna do is make me worse than anybody else. And for Binary to tell AAS that I want to be like her, nigga, are you out your goddamn mind?
I think he was trolling when he said that.
I don't give a fuck.
I was going to ask, like, was that the purpose? Like the stir up. Like, look,
well, see, the thing
it's
about
weird.
it
This is where I'm confused. The stir ups are.
But find another way to stir somebody up. Don't do shit at my expense, because if I start fucking with you at your expense, you're going to be over there crying like you are right now.
But see, the thing about it is there's where that imbalance comes from, because like I said, the protected one in the sector, if we do that to her, then it's a problem. Like, so we care about her feelings. We care about
y'all will run scared from AAS.
But if a person who's more outspoken, stands on a square more, don't sound solid, then we attack them more. And so that's where that imbalance comes from for me. Oh, DJ dropped off. Bye, DJ. But yeah, so that's what bothers me the most, is that okay, so cake for everybody, cake for some people, but if you don't stand on, if she's the protected one, then don't get mad when because like I be trolling the hell out of her. In the beginning I used to troll her, but I did it like softly. I did it softly. But then I said, oh shit, she got a backbone. She cussing out dudes on here. So maybe I should, go in too. You know what I mean? So that's how I was thinking. But at the same time, it's like with Nikki or with anybody, if you was, definitely cussing me out as a man, and, a male figure walked by he might either say, you know what, you might need to get off of there, because I'm, no, we just trolling on here, honey. This is just what we do. Nah, but he called you a bitch. And then he, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, who is he talking to? So it has to work vice versa. You get what I'm saying? So my whole point is, are we trolling, or are we just,
Don't
if it's clear, but identity, you're not a troll, and I think that you shouldn't be held responsible for being participating in the panel. So, like, if you're one third of Code Fam, it is what it is, right? But you
right.
also stand on your own because you got your own channel. I got my own channel. Some people, I don't
That
know
took me
who.
forever to find. Oh my gosh.
Did it?
Yeah,
Really?
Yes. I would have been
Wow.
coming to your show. The first time I came to your show was when I found your channel. I don't know why. I thought I was already subscribed. I wasn't getting notifications. I was like, let me just punch it in and see what's, and you just happened to be live.
Oh shoot! Look at that.
Like for real.
Wow. I did not. I've been on and off, but yeah, last 2 months, 3 months, I've been doing some things.
Exactly. So, I was like, gosh, what in the world? But anyway, so I'll be back to your channel to support you as I have supported other people.
Right.
Again, I was equal opportunity, but all of this attention and you talking crap and these lies and all this other stuff about me on channel, and I don't even go to your shit. It's like, dude, let it go. I don't even like this kind of attention. It's like, get on somebody else. Oh, get on yourself. You say my name on it, you say your own.
yeah.
Like, go
Then
get a damn t-shirt.
the interesting part is sometimes I think with my earlier shows, Al was up all the time. Like he was the first one in the back. Like because I usually open up to, I want to have a discussion. I didn't know half the narratives that were going on about him, and then I learned I was losing people. Like, hey, you had Al on. I'm like,
Man,
what's going on?
we were throwing
It's like,
tomatoes.
what the hell?
Look, you would have Al on. I was throwing rocks. I wasn't throwing
I
tomatoes. I
said,
was
what
throwing
the hell's
rocks.
going
And again,
on?
I would just leave. And I was like, because I'm not going back and forth with this dude. I don't want to hear what he got to say. I don't give a shit what part of his ass he's coming from. I'm out.
See,
Bye.
Al is a. Some people were using him because he's more like a, okay. Let me go run to the bathroom while Al is on here. You know what I'm saying?
Let him just go.
Let him go. But then after
Yeah,
a while, you start looking at that chat and them views, and it's
it
like
lights up.
12 people is
The
watching
chat, the
it.
chat, you start seeing tomatoes and all kinds of yo. I didn't know a lot of this stuff was happening, and then like by the third show, something like that, I started like I had people coming like, yeah, I would come, but some certain people were up there, and I don't rock with them. So I'm like, I'll say this again: is your hate for them stronger than the love you got for me? Like, because that's what it sounds like to me.
No, because see what you don't understand about Al. Al talks like he's above, above, like he does, like he's above everybody in the sector. And so he has I think he has Asperger. But when you
Shit.
when he talks, he has to get his narrative out, and then he has to talk about his article, and he has to, and people get tired of hearing that because he's one of them, what you call them, I people, where he's I this and I when I wrote my, and I went to the store, and
It's
I,
called a smug jackass.
yeah, and it's a real thing. It's actually a real thing. So,
Identity. She didn't know when I called him that was a real thing.
man, look, I
Oh
looked up
wow.
pompous. Listen, I looked up pompous jackass, and I swear to
Oh
God,
yeah.
Al's picture was there. He was kicked back. He was laying there drinking some tea. I swear to God, it was him. I said, "Oh my God, this dude is really a pompous
So,
jackass." So I was
so
like,
I,
"Okay,
I I'll
Smug.
let you in on a little
smug, yeah."
secret. I figured out how to like today. You guys probably won't watch it, but today Binary was live and Al was up there, and I was poking at him. I was really poking at him. I was getting him with the black white thing and the you people. Like I was really getting at him, but he could not answer a question. So I was asking specific questions because I knew he was going to respond, but they were so crazy that it's like, dude, anybody with a half a mind would know not to touch that. But he couldn't help himself. So I played into it, and it was constant. And it's funny to me. It's hilarious to me because he starts getting rattled and he starts, like, what the hell? Like, why are you doing this? Like, yeah, exactly. And I'll keep cutting him off. I'll keep, because I know it's like he doesn't see that he does it until you do it to him, but he doesn't see that, wait, that was a lesson. He doesn't take it as that. He takes it
Because
as,
y'all can't teach
stop
him
doing
nothing.
it.
You colored people can't teach him shit.
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
blocking any kind of any lesson learned. He doesn't care. But again, that's another not narrative, but that's another angle you can take with him if you're up there to roast him, if you're up there to poke at him. And I was having fun with it because it was too easy. I was like, dude, this is like, you can't help yourself, can you? So I think it's hilarious. I mean, I could attack him for the things that he said, and again, I can't keep up with what that guy says because I mean, 1 minute he's cool with Max, then he's not, and then AAS, then he's not, he's going wherever he feels he can jump up on that
And
panel.
that's because he's burning. Yeah, but that's that spectrum that he's on, where he has to get out what he needs to say. What he does, but see, what I didn't see the side of him is when he starts now, because he can't go into that space anymore and people just stop dealing with him. Now he wants to attack you, and what he does is he makes comments. He'll go in a chat that, like, I don't even frequent, but I might drop by just to see what's going on there. And my whole name is a narrative in his little in the chat. Yeah, that Josephine, and I'm like, oh yeah,
That means you got him.
yeah, you got him, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, but you're scary, but come over here.
Right, but he won't start his own channel because he knows nobody will go.
I'll be like, come here so I can get you.
But good or bad, he creates content to some degree, even if it's malicious, even if it's like just to hate him. Like, you'll have people leaving, but you'll also have people come to see, like, what is he going to do now? How is he going to get attacked? How is he going to attack? And it's just something that people follow. Like, again, if that's your bag, do your thing, I guess.
Madam,
Whatever. Some people are glutton for punishment.
Madam, he does
Yes.
he does that because he's a troll that does the opposite of what everybody likes, and
He's
that's
the
why
most
all
painful
that.
person in the sector.
Who? Al? Yeah.
Yes.
I was
Who's not in the
answering.
sector?
I was answering Madam's question. He does his whole thing. Troll bag is, I'm gonna do the opposite of everybody wants. So, if people don't want out on, I'm gonna put out on. If people don't want, then he just does the opposite for shock value. So I don't take him seriously because that's his playbook.
See, but Al will definitely go in with it. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
Like,
he doesn't. Al don't
he
care
doesn't
that
give a
he's being.
shit.
Listen, Al don't care that he's being made fun of, that he's being trolled. He don't care as long as he can get up there and recite what's in his brain, because he got to get it out there, and that's the only human contact he really has anyway. He's gonna get up there and do it. Once, if people stop letting him come on panels and anything else, he probably lose his mind, because there's not too many places that will entertain Al. Because if it
Right.
was, he would go
Right.
there.
I think his kryptonite is Spot'em, though. Spot'em definitely.
Oh yeah, spot shit.
Yeah, he gets rattled when he gets derailed sometimes when Spot'em's up there doing his thing.
That's because Spot'em got into his in his brain. You know what I'm saying? Spot'em got a bunch of wheelchairs, in his brain over there. So,
Well, that's why I call Spider my hero.
Spot'em's the orderly in his mind.
It's kind of hard to come back when someone's excuse me, trying to have a conversation. Damn, excuse me, I'm getting body back at myself. It's kind of hard to come back to somebody when they're referring to you as booty chin every 5 seconds. You're just like, yeah, so what do you think of that booty chin? Like, damn.
Exactly. Or he was like, get on out of here with that shit. Nobody wants to hear that today. Like, that's why I couldn't Spider my hero. Because as soon, man, you want Al to exit stage left, let Spider come on up.
Because he can't help himself but to address what just happened, but he still wants to get his point off, and he's confused. It's like watching a deer in headlights sometimes. He tries to do some comedy that doesn't go over well. It's like, damn, he really rattles you, man.
Man,
exactly.
I seen Spot'em Spot'em body Rev G, because Rev G tried to make fun of the way Spot'em communicates, and Spot'em was like, he just came out of left field with, and I was in my car and I was picking my son up from getting his haircut, And Spottum said what he said, and my son started cracking up. I said, I don't mean for you to hear this. You don't need to hear, because my son's like, what are y'all doing over there? Because he's like
See, that's that fascination. Like, ooh, what's
yeah, what
that?
are
What's
y'all
that?
doing over there? All that y'all roasting. That's crazy. He said he was making fun of his voice, and next thing you know, I said, yeah, Spawn was like that. He just waited. He said, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stab. Spawn. Keep going. Okay, stab. Spawn. So Spottum, you just gotta be here long enough to learn how Spottum rose. So, and it just like I said, Spottum's a troll. He rose. Spottum made it to everybody's panel and platform. You got to give him the prize because he was on Lennon. I mean,
Well,
he
that's
made
mainly
it
because he's the most blocked, so he has to get up and do his thing somehow. So,
Not the most blocked.
See, you
yeah,
have to
he's
have
the
a
most
award.
blocked. I would assume he's been blocked almost everywhere, but he finds his way in though.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Well, I'm heading to the store, but late shortly. But I just want you guys to look, identity. You wasn't cool, but thank you guys for coming up and everything. I just wanted to do a quick live real fast because every time I drop
See,
a
now I
little
should cut
video.
binary for that statement. See, but again, I know this is what he does. Sometimes I don't like him, Nikki. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, as I said, God is still working on me.
Well,
God
if
working on
you want to
all of
keep
us.
kicking him, I'll get a shot in if you want me to. I'll get at least one or two in there.
No, listen, you do what you feel compelled to do. Because I
Okay, I'll
do
kick
what
him.
I feel compelled to do without apology.
Right, right.
So it was good talking to you, Identity.
Yeah,
Again, we
same
don't get to
here.
talk that much, but since I know where your channel is and you're back, with some serious activity, I will be back and on your channel. And Josephine, you already know what it is. So I'm gonna drop down and y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks for having me up.
Peace out. Peace
All
out.
right. All right, and just wanted thank you for coming, Identity. I just wanted to tell the chat, if you guys don't know what we're talking about in the sector we're talking about, I dropped a video that describes and sums up the sector in I guess less than 2 minutes. So you guys could check out that video. I will be dropping probably another video, but there is a video I am working on. It's a big one. It's taking time because this is going to be the biggest one of the sector. Hopefully, I get a sector award for this one. But I'm not looking for no more than that. Just oh, did you do that? Okay. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Nikki, for coming. Identity, I really appreciate you coming. Come back again, Nikki. You always
Of
welcome.
course. I
And
just dropped
anybody,
my link in the chat. That's my closing remark. Anybody wants to check me out? Apparently, it's hard to find me. I didn't know it was hard to find me, but maybe that's YouTube body bagging me. But check me out. And Joe, I'll talk to you soon.
okay, all right. Thanks, thanks
Peace.
again. Bye. Oh yeah, Antonio, you might be the most blocked, but you're not gonna get blocked over here. Um, Thanks for coming, Money. Thanks everybody, Vesper. I appreciate you guys. Come back again, because you never know what I'm going to talk about. You don't know what I'm bringing, so please come back. Thank you, Nappy Yankee, for coming. Sparkle, everyone else, Max V, all that showed up. QT, definitely my twin. Shaquem Rod, thanks for showing up. Troyanary, thanks for dropping by. Sparkle, who else? Anybody else I forgot? AB, all those that showed up, the sect. Um, I will be I'll go live again. And if I'm in another chat and you guys want me to go live more, just let me know, because that's what made me go live in the first place, is because of you guys. So you guys have a great rest of your day. And once again, I'll do it. Goodbye. See ya.